It's your boy Mike, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. If you did not already know, Bardock is going to be the next character inside of Gekishin Squadra. He is going to be a transforming character who transforms into Super Saiyan, and he is going to be a tank type character. Now, I have some bad news about him. So usually today, like literally right now, we get the information for the Gekishin Squadra Creator Program. They usually give us the information on the character as well as all of the stuff that are like the animations that drop with him. So if we look at something like Super Vegito, for example, this is a character who dropped on Thursday, or like his information dropped on Thursday. They give us the character spotlight file and they talk about all of the kit and everything that the character does, as well as the information of all of his abilities. Then they also give us the stuff like the home screen, and we always discuss it, like talking about all the animations that drop with him. If there are supporters, they give us the supporter icons, etc., etc. And then that's about it, right? Like oh wait, no, sorry. They also give us the animations such as the windscreen. They give us the intro animations, the Dragon Ball acquiring animations. All of that stuff is usually given on Thursday, and again, just unfortunately, we just were not given that at all. But the reason why was because there is actually going to be a schedule change for the Gekishin Squadra Creator Program. So again, more often than not, Thursday is the day that drops all of the information, and that is like the pattern that has been given. However, the day will now be changing to another day. So when Bardock drops in a couple of days, that day going forward is going to be information drop day. So again, let's pretend that Bardock dropped today. Thursday would have been the information drop day. Now when Bardock drops in a couple of days, that is when the information drop day. I wish I would be able to give specifics, but I'll just leave it at that because I probably shouldn't go more into detail on like when the actual drop day is. But again, Bardock is just when he drops, you then will be able to talk about it a little bit more clearly, right? But there is at least some good news. Like, don't forget, we still have the like small amount of details, and we could talk about what I think he's going to be able to do. But the other thing that I think is very important is the 40th anniversary stream. I think this is also another reason why we're not getting Bardock's information and like immediately, and it's one of the comments was talking about here. Well, multiple of the comments was talking about that it's probably just going to be during this stream instead. Because if we go ahead and look at the 40th anniversary stream, and I'm going to go ahead and link this down in the comments below if you would go ahead and like to check it out. But if you see the 40th anniversary stream, we can see down here on the schedule, the fourth thing that is scheduled is not only Dokkan Battle Legends, but also Gekishin Squadra. And considering that the stream is going to be happening before the actual like creator asset updates, I would just be wary of this, right? It's again the reason why I'm going to be pinning this stream inside the comments. And don't forget that they are going to be giving this in not only the English but also Japanese as well. So I do really think that there is a very high chance that they're going to be revealing Bardock's kit in this, right? So because of that, just watch the stream is the one thing I would say. But now we can go ahead and talk about like what I think that Bardock's like actual kit is going to be. Don't forget that we have 3 abilities of his from the actual trailer itself. If we go ahead and watch this like little intro that they did, we have one of his abilities right here where he bounces between enemy to enemy and just hits 3 minions back to back to back. I don't think this is an ability that is just going to specifically be for minions. I do think that is probably just going to be something similar to like Vegito, right? Let me just go ahead and pull it up really quickly. Vegito, for example, has it where he locks on to enemies in that like little AoE range, and then afterwards he hits all of them with the explosive energy blasts. I could see that being the same exact thing, but instead for Bardock, where he sort of locks onto the characters for either an instant, like the second that you cast it, or just having like a little lock on type period similar to Vegito, where like it takes a second for him to target the enemies, and then he does something like that. Next, we have this ability where he just goes ahead and charges in and then does that like little uppercut strike. And then his last ability, the third ability that we can see, the super attack, is easily just going to be his ultimate. It's the, I believe, is it Final Rebellion that they call this? Or oh, let me look up the name of the actual move. Yeah, there's like multiple names for it. If we go ahead and look at like AGL, Bardock, and Dokkan, they call it Revenge Assault. If we look at physical Bardock, they call it the Final Spirit Cannon. If we look at the wiki, they call it Rebellion Trigger for the Final Spirit Cannon. Oh no, it's a variation of the Final Spirit. Yeah, so see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's a couple names that they could probably call it, which is besides the point. But you guys get the point, right? But we have all of that information for Bardock. Like we have the little charging attack that we have there. But let's go ahead and talk about like the stuff that I would like his kit to have, right? Let me go ahead and close out some of these tabs real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to close out that one. Hold on. Something that I would really like Bardock to do, especially because I haven't really seen any other tank characters do that, is just lower the attack, like as a debuff. Because all of these other tank units, they all have something that separates them from the other ones, right? Vegeta is a person who's constantly able to build up his shield. Cooler is a character who has his invincibility frames. Khalifa is constantly building up her defense with her provoke, or giving herself a lot of defense with her provoke. Baby is healing not only yourself but the ally when you are able to do possession. Zamasu heals himself. Cell is able to transform and has his bioenergy gauge. Vegeta is fucking stupid and broken and busted, but he has his wall and all that. So maybe the way that Bardock is able to survive as a tank is possibly having it where the more like abilities that you hit with him, the more like attack debuffs that you apply to the opponent. I think that would be something, not something like Khalifa, for example, who is just specifically making it where you take less damage. What if Bardock just made the enemy do less damage overall, and then just gave like an attack debuff in that way? And that was like the way that he was able to just get his massive amount of survivability. I think that would be very, very interesting, especially when he has a lot of these moves that is going to be not only chasing opponents down, but also just having these abilities that I feel like can hit multiple targets. Not only with that one, which is his just hitting multiple targets in the showcase, but his ultimate too, which is pushing the enemies back in like a giant beam attack as well. But yeah, that's basically it. There's not really much information to discuss, but either way, let me know what you guys think of Bardock and how excited you are for this guy. Like I said, just make sure you are watching the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary stream. I'll go ahead and link it down in the comments below, but I hope you guys have a great week and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.